Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fisch Pod, episode 7. As you can see, we have a super special guest today, KEBltd. How are you doing?
I am great. I'm very excited.
Nice.
To be on the Fisch Pod.
Dope, yeah. And that's how you say your channel name,
yes.
right? KEBltd?
Yeah, Keb's fine as a name.
Okay, cool. Nice. Well, how are you doing? Happy Labor Day. Is that a thing in Canada?
Yes, it is. But I start school on Thursday, and I think our elementary and high schools got pushed back like a week or something. So this year it means nothing, but normally it would.
Yeah. Is it all going to be like online for you, or is it slowed down enough there?
So at my school, most schools are online, but many people are upset about this, but my school, you can pick whether you want to do in-person or online. I have 4 online and 1 in person, so I have to be in the city still, but...
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. And for everyone watching, I didn't really even introduce you that well, my bad, but KEBltd is a fellow YouTuber. She's from Canada, like we just said, and does really dope videos. You do reaction videos, commentary, you do fashion design stuff I've seen, all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah, that one was a little bit of a one-off. Normally they're not that cool, but...
Yeah. No, it's dope. Yeah, and I reached out, and now she's on the pod too, which I think is cool. I think it's cool to like try to build a community of smaller YouTubers, I guess, because it's a struggle.
It is. It's weird to start off when like no one else does it, and you're kind of just like jumping in the deep end. I guess for now, for like we've both been on for like a few months now and stuff like that, but like initially, oh my god, so confusing.
For sure. Yeah, and what made you decide to do this wild thing and start a YouTube channel?
It was, like, most people when they were younger, they would watch like a lot of YouTube videos. I didn't even start watching YouTubers until like 2018. So I was like really, really late to the game, but I think it was this summer of 2019, I was watching, I don't remember what I was watching, some cool YouTube video, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool idea. How interesting would it be to like think of an idea, execute it, and then like see it all come together? And then I started thinking of like, oh, maybe someone should do this video or someone should do this video. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I just do it? Like, and then I think I also got to the point in my life where I was like, I genuinely don't care what people think of me anymore. So I'm just going to do it. Like, I would never have done this in high school.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So like, I think that was it. I kind of was just like, you know what? May as well.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. I've been enjoying it, and I'm going to continue doing it. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun. I know, and it's such a leap of, like you said, not caring what people think about you, because it's my channel I originally started when I was like 12, and I made videos on for like a year, and then I kind of quit, and then just like 6 months ago, I started uploading again, and I feel like that's just kind of, everyone goes through that phase of when you're little, you definitely don't care, but then the teenage years are the worst, and then most people, at least, I guess, by the time they're around our age can care less, I guess, but
yeah, if I got like one hate comment in high school, I would probably like shut down my entire channel, like delete all my videos. And like now I'm just like, I like comment back to them now. I'm like, thank you so much for your opinion, love you too. Like, it's just fun. Like, I don't care anymore, so I think you really have to not care in order to do it.
Yeah, I think I saw one on your music video you did not too long ago. That one guy, I don't even remember what he said, but I was like, fuck that guy.
It was something along the lines of like, never make another video, the world will thank you. And I think I just commented, noted.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a real music video, just as like, it was a satire music video about guys who sell Zans in their hometown and never leave their hometown in Ontario, which is, every town has a few. So it wasn't like a legit thing, but yeah, that was really funny. And I was kind of just like, whatever.
Yeah. No, yeah, I thought that was a really funny music video.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but that's dope. And I feel like is it just me, or is there a disproportionate amount of Canadian commentary channels? Or I guess big Canadian YouTubers, especially that do commentary videos?
I honestly feel like Canadian YouTube has like the highest of highs and the lowest of lows in people. Like Noel Miller, Cody Ko, Curtis Connor, like 10 out of 10. And then there's like J Station and like Lily Singh and like, oh god, who else? I feel like there's someone else recently that got in like some scandal or whatever. So like there's a big like, I don't know why, but it's something similar to that.
I know. I like, especially with commentary, I guess I feel like since maybe it's colder up there, people just stay inside more and then can just like look upon all the dumb shit people do down in the States and comment on it.
That is fun. I will say that. It is genuinely fun to make fun of the States.
Yeah, I bet.
Here observing it. Now it's a little bit more like morbid and serious, but you know, before it was like very, very fun.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. And yeah, and what are some of your favorite YouTubers that you watch now then?
My favorite YouTubers. Well, I really like Noah Miller. He doesn't post much on YouTube anymore. He mostly just streams, but I think most of my favorite YouTubers are from the UK. I actually think
really?
the UK has some of the best YouTubers. Like Steven Tries is like so funny. He does like these he does like sketches, and Will and E also, I think they're like some of the best YouTubers. And it honestly, watching UK YouTubers, it gets you, like, I don't know, I feel like I can understand more accents now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, like, good practice, because there's, like, can't even say how many accents there are over there, and every single time you watch someone new, they all sound different.
Yeah, definitely. Dang, I haven't watched a UK YouTuber in a long time. I kind of went through a phase when I was younger of watching a lot of British and just UK vloggers, like Alfie Days. Have you heard of him?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I've never seen, like, a vlogger video, like, ever. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't think so. Maybe David Dobrik, but other than that, like, because I think when they were really, really big, like a few years ago, like you said, I was not paying attention. I didn't like, I was not watching. The first YouTube video I ever watched by like a YouTuber was, I think, the very first That's Cringe video with like Skippy from the Virgin Diaries, because my friend, we were literally on my dorm room, like, in front of the elevator, sitting in the hallway, and my friend just goes like, "Hey, look at this cool YouTuber," and we're like, "What is a YouTuber?" Like, we were 18 years old and we had no idea.
Nice.
So
yeah, that's cringe are the best.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah. Nice. Dang, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh yeah, vloggers. Have you ever tried making a vlog before, or like a vlog style video? I guess you did that one that was what was it, around the world one, where you were visiting places nearby that.
Yeah, so I did a video, it was, because I live in Southern Ontario, and Southern Ontario is known for having, like, city names based on every other place. Like, London, Windsor, we went to, so in that video, we went to Paris, Scotland, London, Vienna, Seville, and, like, there's so many more. There was 2 routes we could take. The other one would be, like, Lisbon, Dublin, Brussels. So that was a vlog style video, but I don't know. I found that, like, that was also really frustrating to edit. I was, like, so stressful. But I actually, so before I had this channel, I had another one that has 5 videos on it. It's still up. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want people to go find it. But it was from 2019, and my friend and I made a video. Well, I think we made a few, and we just kind of stopped filming them because they just, like, weren't working out with our schedules and stuff because of school, but we did a vlog in that, and it was, like, it wasn't bad, but I also was, like, I felt really weird doing it, and I think I was very, like, I cannot see myself doing this more. And, like, I feel comfortable here. Like, this is my spot, and I don't want to leave my spot. I'll do videos, like, in my kitchen, and I'm like, I hate this. I want to come back here. I want to come back to my desk.
Yeah, I know. I've tried doing a vlog a couple times. I've mentioned in some of my videos that I drive for DoorDash sometimes, and I've tried, like 3 times now to make a vlog while DoorDashing, about DoorDashing, and it is just never went well, and I've given up every time. It's just the most awkward thing, and I'm, like, trying to, like, talk to the camera, and there's people around in public, and I'm like, God, I look like such a nuisance right now.
Yeah. How is DoorDashing? I feel like that'd be kind of a nightmare.
It depends. It gets kind of hit and miss. There's, like, sometimes, because I started not too soon after the pandemic started, and DoorDash was, of course, really busy during all that because nobody wanted to go out to get food, so you can make bank sometimes if you do it at the right time, but it also just gets so frustrating other times. It's made me really realize how bad apartment complexes are designed, especially when I have to deliver to one and they're in, like, whatever unit and I have to go through a whole maze to find it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. I guess during the pandemic, is it a lot of like just like leave it on the doorstep and someone comes to get it, or?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it always is, and they can request it, or sometimes I've seen people put on there like, hand it to me, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna hand it to you.
No.
You can, I'll leave it there for you. But
yeah, because I don't know like
yeah.
what state you're in. I don't know how like the pandemic is wherever you are, but like here it's more like, I don't want to say people don't think of it as much anymore, but like if people, because we have like mandatory masks indoors throughout the entire province, so people pay attention that way. But like, I don't know, bars are open and like they're operating at lower capacity, but like people are much more chill about it, because I think because our numbers are so low though. Like I think we had like 46 last week or something.
Oh, nice. Just in Ontario?
No, 46? I think that was in Toronto.
Oh,
but
okay.
in Ontario, there's been like 100 a week max.
Oh yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in New Mexico, and it's been not bad here recently. It's been going down a lot, but because I'm originally from Alaska, and because I was going to college here, and when the pandemic first hit, they of course closed the dorms and everything, so I had to move back home for the very beginning of it. And it was, of course, like, since Alaska has like barely any people, it was not hitting hard there at the beginning at all. And then after it calmed down a little bit, I moved back here and stuff. But then now it's kind of gone the opposite. People here seem to take it pretty seriously. In New Mexico, at least, people are pretty good about the masks and stuff. But in Alaska, nobody cared. And once it started to go down a little bit, everybody went back to normal. And then it's, of course, skyrocketed there.
Yeah. How did you manage to go from like one of the hottest states to one of the coldest states? Like, that's like an insane transition.
Yeah, it was definitely wild. It was really funny here, like, when there was the first snowfall, they canceled school, like, immediately, and everything was shut down, and the snow was melted by noon, and I was like, what the heck? But it's honestly surprisingly cold in New Mexico, especially in the winter.
Really?
Like, this summer, it's been ridiculously hot here, which I feel like I've started to get used to, I guess. I've honestly, you get used to it faster than you'd expect, but in the summer, especially like right now, the differences in temperature from night to day are just insane. It goes from like, or I guess you work in Celsius, don't you? But
yes, I do.
I guess near freezing at night to super hot during the day, probably like, because I mean, not quite yet, but I remember last fall it would be like, I guess, it was like 30 something, so I guess that's right around 0 Celsius, then up to like 70 or so during the day, which I think is probably 20 Celsius. I don't know, but
yeah, I know 30 Celsius is 90 Fahrenheit, so I kind of just like base it around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Have you been to the U.S. before?
Yeah, when I was 5, my family drove to Florida.
Oh, nice.
Took like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Michigan many a times, because it's so close. I used to live like really close to the border, and then like Ohio. I've been to New York once. I got food poisoning, so it kind of sucked. But
oh no.
Yeah, I went to Guy Fieri's restaurant, and I got food poisoning.
Oh no.
Yeah, imagine like I went with my sister on New Year's Eve, and like on New Year's Day, we get food poisoning. By that night, we're like completely out. Like we like blew tickets to like see Chicago and Phantom of the Opera because we couldn't go, so we lost the money on those, and it was just like. And then for one full day, we were just in the room. We had 1 day left, and I was like, I don't care if I throw up on the street. I am leaving this hotel, and like I didn't see her the entire day, so I just like walked around like New York alone, and just like hung out. So it was an interesting trip. I don't know.
That does sound interesting. Dang.
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like people always underestimate the differences between Canada and the U.S. Did you notice a lot of like, I guess, just cultural differences when you visited before?
Well, it definitely is different. My main thing is though, like, I'm not from Toronto, but I live in Toronto now. Toronto is very much like people, like, I don't know, in smaller cities and towns, if someone like bumps into you, you both like say sorry or whatever. In Toronto, no, that doesn't happen. You bump into someone, you keep walking. So Toronto's very much like that. One thing I noticed though, and my mom has actually brought this up before, is in the States, you can't like join in on a stranger's conversation. But
Oh,
you can do that here. So like if someone's like in the line at like Timmy's and you're talking about whatever and you interject with like a point they haven't said, they're like, oh cool, and then you're all talking together. But I think my mom said she once did that like at a McDonald's in Michigan, and they looked at her, they're like, why are you talking to us? And she's like, no, but I'm contributing to your conversation. I guess that's not a thing other places. I don't know, it's like camaraderie with the community, like we're all talking about the same stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I never thought about that, but that's true. I guess I feel like if somebody I didn't know came in on my conversation, I would be like, who's this guy? What are you talking about? But
yeah, it's how you make friends in public.
yeah, for sure. Nice. Yeah, because I've been to Canada once a long time ago. I was like 10 or so I don't remember too well, but we went to like the parts near Alaska that we could drive to, so the Yukon and like I think like northern British Columbia, which there was not much going on there, but
yeah, no.
It seemed really nice and yeah.
Yeah, I really want to go out west. Like that looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I've only ever been Ontario and Quebec, but did you go to Dawson when you were there?
I don't think we made it up to Dawson. I know we went to Whitehorse, but yeah, I don't think we made it over to Dawson. I've heard that's cool.
Because
cool
Dawson,
city,
okay, so Dawson has this bar, and at this bar, it's called, there's a shot you can do called the sour toe cocktail. I want to do it so bad. So if you're watching this, you don't know what the sour toe cocktail is. I don't know if it's vodka or whiskey, but it's a shot, and there's a human toe that has fallen off someone's foot, and you have to take the shot, and it has to touch your lips, your tongue, and your teeth in order for you to like complete the shot. I read somewhere that like someone swallowed it not too long ago, so they had to like get a new toe. That might be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but like I want to do that so bad. It's clean because it's been in alcohol so many times, and like I'm sure it's a frozen toe, so it's probably fine. But it's just like such a once in a lifetime thing. I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah. Dang, that sounds pretty wild. I wonder how Corona's impacted that, the toe industry.
The toe's like in a little box, like do not touch until the pandemic is over. I don't think they have any cases up there, but right now at least. But yeah, that it's probably tourism's low.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Nice. Well, I guess going back to videos, I'm always curious with people who do commentary videos, especially, or reaction videos, what your process is for preparing for them. Are you the kind of person to really write out a script for everything you want to say, or do you kind of do more off the whim reacting to stuff?
I have never once written a script. Every single time I film a video, it's just me like, I think it's because I prefer that, like watching people live react to stuff. And, like, I haven't done a lot of commentaries. Like, I've done some commentary stuff recently. I'm trying to, like, do less of that because I have, like, some ideas I'd rather work on. But when I did, like, I did a lot of, like, TLC videos and, like, Barcroft videos because they're so weird. Like, My Strange Addiction and all that. I would kind of just watch it and then... But then even that, like, editing it, I would say things and I'd be like, well, I didn't say that right. So I'd say it again. So it would make the editing process harder. But I feel like it's a more genuine, like... reaction if you're watching it literally for the first time. I would click through it beforehand to make sure it's actually a good video. I admire the people that can script out like everything they want to say and it sounds natural. I feel like I couldn't do that if it wasn't like for like a sketch or something. Like I don't know if I can fake being like surprised at something that I know I've seen before. So I just very low budget over here. Like
No, that's dope. Yeah, I feel you. I feel like I'm still finding the balance of that. There's some videos where I've really tried to... I've never really written a script, but at least like make bullet points for everything, at least for the videos where I have more of a point to make, I guess. But it's hard. Like you said, I feel like it is usually better when people react to it for the first time. And I feel like all the best ones, like the That's Cringe and stuff, because I was just listening to the H3 podcast yesterday, and they had Cody Ko on, and we're asking him about that, and he said they would always, like you said, just click through it a little bit to make sure it was a good video, but other than that, just keep watching it and try to make as many jokes as possible.
Yeah, for them, I bet it's like they seem like very entertaining people. So I bet for them it's like pretty easy, and I think it's also easier when you have another person to like kind of like banter with. Meanwhile, me, when I do it, I'll like say something and then like stare at the camera for a minute trying to think of like a joke and then say it, and then like it still is like kind of like going with the flow, but it takes me like so long to do it. So when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, there's just like a minute of silence where you can like see my brain trying to think of like a pun. I don't know. It's probably easier for them because they're actually funny, but...
No, I feel it. Yeah, same. I'll like watch something and be like, I'll just think of so many things that would be funny to say, and like, oh, hell yeah, I need to make a video on this, and I turn on the camera and I'm just like...
I'll say my intro like 4 times, and I'm like, that didn't feel right. That didn't feel right.
No, for sure. And yeah, there's so much... My hard drive has there's probably like a good couple hours of footage of just me sitting there staring at the camera trying to think of what to say next.
Yeah, I have that as well.
Yeah. What do you use to edit your videos?
Imovie.
Nice.
Yeah, free on the laptop. I use my phone to film them. Like, I don't even own a camera. Yeah, they're so like, I think, like, as long as you have a laptop and you have a phone, like, anyone can make a YouTube video. I think people think, like, if you search on YouTube, like, how to become a YouTuber, it's like, get a ring light, get this camera, get this mic, and like, you don't need that to start off. Like, when you start getting, like, a bunch of subs and people expect, like, or you're making money off of it, but, like, anyone can start a channel. You can start a channel if you want. It's not hard to do. Like, you just have to do it. And once you, like, make your first one, and then, like, if you look at anyone's channel, like, their first video probably sucks. Like, I privated mine because I hated it that much. Like, I privated it, like, last week because it still started, like, getting a little bit more views again. I'm like, no, I don't want people seeing that. But, like, and then you can see, like, the editing, like, process, and like, oh, I realized that my light bulb before was a yellow light bulb, which made it look really dark in here, so I bought a white light bulb. Like, it's the little things that you learn along the way that, like, you may not necessarily know starting off, but, like, it's trial and error. I mean, if you want to do it.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I love about YouTube, is it's really just about, like, if people like you and what you're doing, and if somebody likes a YouTuber, they don't care about like you said, the lighting and production quality and stuff. And I think that's really cool. There's not really a whole lot of other platforms to do that, or I guess at least definitely not on mainstream stuff. There's I feel like the hardest barrier to entry with that stuff is just the expectations of how high budget, and just that you have to already have so much going into it. And it's so dope that with YouTube, you can just, like you said, just have a phone and a computer and you're good. Yeah,
I think, like, if YouTube's great in that way that, like, if you want to make something, you can act in it, you can edit it, you can write it, you can direct it, and then you put it all on there and you're like, wow, I did that. But, like, on TV, no, you can't do that. So I think a lot of, like, mainstream media people don't like YouTube because they think it's like, they'll look at, like, Jake Paul and they're like, wow, YouTube sucks. But, I mean, you have the ability to, like, completely create something all yourself. And honestly, if it doesn't get a lot of views, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Like, you still made it. I think I know people that are on YouTube that, like, they post on, like, their personal, like, Facebook, like, hey, everyone, please go watch my YouTube video, like, please get me to this many views, please do that. I'm like, why? Like, you made that, just be proud of what you made. If people see it and they like it, then maybe they'll show their friends. Like, it's not that deep. Just, like, enjoy what you're doing. That's why I don't even have my name on here. Like, I don't need, like, people, like, other people to be seeing it and stuff. I don't really care.
Yeah, for sure. That's dope, yeah. Have you told many of your, like, friends and family about your channel?
Family, no.
No?
We'll see about that. I didn't tell my friends I had it until, maybe, I think, like, 2 months in. I told my friends, like, my school friends, I told my friends back home only, like, very recently, and only a few of them, too, so, like, not many. I don't think any of them are subbed to me anyways, like, I don't really care, so, like, it's kind of, so, but I think I like that better, that I, like, my name's not on here, like, people don't know me, so I can just say whatever I want.
Yeah.
That's like a dangerous way to think. I'm not gonna like say something like super intense, but like you can kind of just like portray yourself any way you want, and then it's fine because like no one knows that you're not actually like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I've told some of my family, well, honestly, most of my closest family about it, and now a lot of my mom's friends watch all my videos, which is definitely interesting, but it is.
See, that would make me want to swear less
if
that happened. So.
Yeah, for sure. I just always have to like forget about it before recording, be like, no, I've got to make what I think is funny, and this. And I don't think they even care if they would even judge me for it, but yeah, it's cool. All right, well, to wrap things up, we have a 90 Day Fiance clip queued up, which is always fun to watch. Do you watch much of 90 Day Fiance?
I watch too much of 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
I think 90 Day Fiance is the one series, like they have like 4 spinoffs. It's the one series that you just get so sucked in. And it's so bad because everyone in the show sucks. Like, I can't think of one couple that, like, maybe some of the newer ones because they're not as interesting, but they're all bad people. They're not bad people. They're, like, all very questionable characters. I'll say that.
Yeah, there's a lot with that show. It's insane to me how much they milk it and how many spin-offs there are. I've never seen a show where literally a whole spin-off is people from the show reacting to old episodes of the show.
That blew my mind that they were doing that, and now there's one where they just react to like mean tweets about themselves.
Yeah.
But like the worst part is I want to watch that. Like I want to see Ed like read tweets that like everyone hates him. Like I want to see that. And I hate that they like have me like by the throat and they're like, watch our videos, like we know you want to do it. Because it's true.
Yeah, exactly. Dang. I've always thought it'd be funny if there was a couple on 90 Day Fiance where one's from like the American person's from like Seattle or something, and then they're just with a Canadian person from like Vancouver or whatever, literally like 2 hours away, but there's still all the drama of figuring that out.
I think that would be really good, yeah. I think the closest thing that happened was like, I guess Darcy and Tom, because he was from the UK. So like culturally, there wasn't much like difference. It was just like a time difference, but yeah, it'd be really, because like Canada and the States are pretty much the same. There's like minute differences, but like overall in the grand scheme of things, there's not like... As a Canadian, that hurts me a little bit to say, but like it's true.
Yeah, I feel like especially the parts that border each other, like I've heard Vancouver is kind of just a cleaner Seattle, it seems like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know much about Michigan, but like southwestern Ontario is like probably pretty similar to Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually have how am I related to that guy? My aunt's boyfriend is from Michigan, like way near right near the Canadian border, and I met him once and he sounds so Canadian, it was insane to me, and I'm like, wait, you're not from Canada, you're just from nearby.
Oh, the Canadian accent, it's... I never realized there was a Canadian accent until I got to university, and like two of my closest friends, one of them is from, like I have friends from Rochester, San Francisco, and Chicago, and they're all like, they'll call us out anytime someone says like a Canadian slang word or like which is like just a word. Like, but like every time we'll say like pencil crayons, they're like, it's colored pencils, don't try that. Huh. Pencil crayons, yeah. That's like, we could go on for so long talking about like Canadian and American slang. Like that's
I bet
it's a dangerous territory. Like don't even get started.
Nice. All right, cool. Well, we'll pull up this video, and here, my camera does this cool thing where at the half-hour mark it turns off, so I'm gonna stop and start it again real fast. Okay. Still going. All right. So this video we're about to react to, it's the guy Colt from 90 Day Fiance, his ex, I don't even know what his relationship status is these days, but his, oh my gosh, I pulled up the wrong video, my bad, so let me pull up the right one, but it's his ex-fiance Larissa and his current girlfriend, I think still current, whatever her name is, I don't even know, but Jess, meeting each other, and things go wild, so...
And they're both Brazilian, which is, I don't know if that's a thing that Colt's like trying to
Yeah.
Kind of questionable, but like I don't know if that's his type.
Yeah,
but...
apparently I guess he has a type. But all right, so we'll see the two of them meet each other. So I guess I'll just count on 3 and we can both play it at the same time. So.
I'm trying to unmute it real
Okay.
quick. Okay, wait. Okay, I got it.
Okay, you good? All right.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
I think he could use me
Why?
for maybe jealous for you because going to Brazil, meeting my family, with you, Debbie.
Yeah, he tried to make it the same in history.
I think say, oh, Brazilian girls, maybe Larissa jealous.
Uh-huh. I thought
There
that
it
he found
is.
true
There it
love
is. The
when I saw your
Brazilian
pictures.
girls making Larissa jealous. Also, he
Broken
took,
my
so he
feelings
took his mom to Brazil, like, to meet Jess's family, and he's, like, in love with his mom,
Yeah.
pretty much, so. And he claims that she, like, he takes care of her, like, no, she, like, cooks him breakfast, she, like, does all this stuff for, like, there's no
Yeah.
way that she's like, oh, yes, Colty, I need to take care of you. No, he's just milking the money.
Yeah,
from his mom.
definitely.
That sounds weird, but...
Yeah. Damn, this is not what I expected. I thought it was going to be the two of them going at each other's throats, but it's them. Seems like it's them teaming up against Colt here.
I kind of
Yeah.
love that when the two girls are like, well, I mean, it's his fault. Let's just
Yeah.
team up against him. There's a little bit of camaraderie there.
Yeah,
Don't
for
worry.
sure. No. Okay, or yeah, I just paused it. I
Okay,
don't know if
she's
you did.
starting.
Okay,
Yeah, I did.
I'm at like 26 seconds or so we can keep watching.
Okay, I'll go to 26. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh.
Feelings, and Cole don't care about me. I wish I listen to Larissa when she's call me and say, Jess, be careful. Colt is trash man.
Trash man.
But I so sad, really, because
I believe the name is sanitary engineer is the better way to
Yeah.
say that. But
Yeah, I mean, considering, like you said, how much he depends on his mom, I guess maybe that is his job. I don't even know what his job is.
I thought he was in software. I swear he
Probably.
did something with computers. But like, why doesn't he have money then?
Yeah, I bet he's got to have like a decent amount of money. He probably, I feel like maybe just
Like, how did he pull Larissa if he doesn't have
yeah,
money?
exactly. Maybe just mentally he can't support himself even if he has the money to do so. I don't know. All right.
Colty. Okay, are we counting down again?
Sure. 1, 2,
I'm at 39.
39. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I want kids one day, and Coach promise, and
Do
nothing.
what he does. I only promise nothing.
Nothing. Remember you say Coach have a lot of girls? Yeah, it's true.
He does?
80 girls send the screenshot.
I have such a hard time believing that, and I feel really bad saying that, but like, how? Like, clearly his personality is not
Yeah.
good. Like, even if you're not physically attracted to someone, if they have a good personality, it doesn't matter, but like, his personality sucks. At least on the show, but like, he's been on the show for what, like 3 years now? And I'm starting to think this is just what he's like in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, it seems like that's, maybe I missed it, because she said something about him promising that they would have kids, right? And
Yeah.
it seems like a recurring theme, because I know Big Ed did that same thing with Rose, like saying, but then he hid from her that he had a vasectomy already, which is...
Yeah, and she's like, well, why didn't you tell me this before you came to visit my hometown? He's like, don't be unreasonable. It's like, sir, this whole thing could have been avoided.
Yeah. Oh, freaking Big Ed. What a guy.
Big
I recorded a video yesterday. I won't say exactly what it is, but it is relating to 90 Day Fiance, and it was a little disturbing, but I'm excited to edit and finish that one.
Oh, I love 90 Day
Yeah.
Fiance so much.
All right. Okay, we can finish this. I'm at like 102.
Okay, I'll do it too.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3.
In my social media.
I don't know. I feel like he wants to be a pimp.
Yeah, that's.
Could say good morning, my good afternoon, my good night, my all the time for
Like it
girls.
was a big deal, right?
Why are they bleeping
So
out?
what's the hands for little
I think they're bleeping out the word dick, but I'm not entirely sure why because I don't understand how that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Interesting.
I'm paused on the screen that says, too much hands for little dick, and I don't know what she's exactly referring to there, but dude, imagine like your whole life being on TV and your two like exes, I guess, or whatever, are talking about that
Yeah.
on TV. Oh my God, Colt, why did you do this to
Yeah,
yourself?
signing up for this show is just a death sentence almost.
Like, I kind of get why some people do it, because I think I heard that in your first season you get like $1,000 an episode or something like that. And I guess because like these people can't work because they don't have green cards, so they don't have like any income other than the actual like American in the relationship. So I mean, if you need money, and I guess if you think you're a stable couple, then you're like, oh, it'll be fine. But everyone has problems on the show. Like, even the ones, like, did you watch the two girls? One of them was from Australia.
Yeah, Stephanie and Erica.
Stephanie and Erica, I thought going into that they were going to be, like, the perfect
Same.
couple, but the American was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, she was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She, like, Erica deserved so much better. I'm glad they broke
Yeah.
up, but I thought that was going to be, like, a normal one, and then all of a sudden it's just, like... Because that's another one, like, there's, like, no language barrier. It's not really a cultural barrier. She was just
Yeah,
crazy.
for sure. She was so just jealous of everything, like, every friend she had, and I don't even remember all that she did. Yeah, that Stephanie was a wild one, but yeah, dang.
Alright, should we finish this off? I've got 10 seconds.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I'm at, like, 117.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3.
Right?
Oh, so much hands for little
Oh,
There we go. It's
yeah.
just done there.
Quite the finishing line right there.
I honestly wish that they, like, that these clips were longer, because, I don't have cable, so I can't watch the show. So there's a YouTube channel. I think he has, like, 3 channels. It's called Master of Blackjack, and if you're interested in watching any 90 Day Fiance videos, he posts all of them.
Yeah, I think I've seen that guy before.
Like, you can follow the complete show with just that guy's channel. So I'm very thankful to that channel. I think there's 2 of them, but that's how I keep up with this. But I hate it because, like, whenever I'll go and, like, recommend it, like, oh, what's recommended for me today? And it's, like, 10 90 Day Fiance videos. I'm like, I don't want to watch these, but I know I have to.
It's such an addiction, too. My gosh, and I feel like this is the type of show, just one clip, you can just know the entire story between this couple based off of one clip with how crazy they all are.
Yep, you know, they're dynamic and, like...
Oh. Alright, well, that was fun, and yeah,
yes.
I guess this wraps up the Fish Pod. Thanks so much again for coming on here. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a really good time.
Yeah, for sure, and I'll put your channel and your social media stuff in the description if you want. And yeah.
Sure, I will take it.
Yeah, everyone go check out Keb's videos. They're hilarious. They're super dope. And thanks for watching the Fish Pod. And thank you again, Keb, for coming on.
Thank you for having me on the Fish Pod.
All right, everyone. Peace out. Thanks for watching. And see you later, Keb.